Welcome to RMM Help. This session covers Stage 4 of PPMs in RMM, dealing with the process of PPM planning. And the progress bar at the top, shown in green, shows the previous stages that have been considered to set up our control file, supporting code files, setup and maintenance of PPMs, and how we attach PPMs to asset. In RMM, we refer to the PPM planning year, which is a year's worth of PPM jobs. This is automatically created when we attach a PPM reference which contains active jobs to an asset. When we set a PPM start date, the system then automatically slots those jobs into the correct week in the PPM planning year, based on their frequency. This flowchart shows the planning year process being created automatically, and then we can view the planning year through a calendar view, a scheduling view, and a full PPM's worth of jobs in list form. We can then smooth the plan by transferring jobs between weeks. This is the work calendar view, and this is traffic light color coded based on our threshold values that we set up in the control file for the number of jobs and hours for PPMs. The color coding highlights our peaks and troughs for demand and capacity planning and to assist in smoothing the plan. We have built-in filters for risk, if we pass the mouse over a day, we see pop-up messages to display the number of jobs. If we double-click a day, then we can view that day's jobs. If we double-click a week, it'll display that week's jobs. All of that is displayed on a work list, and this is an example of that. So therefore we can view this by day, weeks, or a full year's PPMs. On the right hand side we've got transfer job, and we can use that option to transfer PPM jobs between weeks, and an example of this process is shown shortly. The color coded PPM job IDs on the left, that's in pink, highlight planning jobs that we've already transferred to work in progress. So you can look at this for a year and you can see which jobs have already been transferred into work in progress. If we decided that we were going to transfer a job between weeks, we simply click on a week required and we select OK, and the job will be moved to that week. And the totals for the number of jobs and hours for the initial and new weeks are automatically calculated. So one week reduces and the other week increases. As we mentioned in Stage 3 tutorial, creating our PPMs, we have the opportunity to lock a PPM to prevent it from being moved. And if we try to move a PPM job at this point, the system will prompt us that it is flagged as no move. When you select the highest frequency job, you're also prompted with a message informing you that you can optionally permanently change the PPM start date if required. Changing the PPM start date will then adjust the PPM plan for all jobs on that PPM in the individual asset. Once you're satisfied with your plan, you can lock a PPM to prevent it being moved. This is the work scheduling view, and is used to review and revise our PPM plan. The form displays our PPMs and assets to the left, and jobs by week in a scrolling list to the right, showing the number of jobs and estimated hours. Totals for the year are also calculated, and a hide tick box will hide the actions area to display more weeks to the right. We can also filter the form by risk criteria, staff designation and work type, and I'll just pass the mouse over the actions area where those inbuilt filters are. If we pass the mouse over a job, we can display the work details, and if we double click on a job, we can also transfer that job to a different week as we'd previously done from within the PPM work list. The final slide in this planning section are two PPM planning reports. One lists a full year's worth of PPM jobs and a weekly report which can be run by week and staff designation. This completes the planning stage, and your help stage for PPM, next one is for PPM stage 5, and that's how the operation of PPMs is carried out.